Hey, Face here again with the second part of my my Macross unboxing. Here with the VF-1, which can be built as either the A or the J type version. The box again is nice, a very nice painting, with the VF-1J taking center and flanked with two VF-1A types. I'll explain the difference as I get into the parts. But much like the other box, it's a really nicely done painting. I'm sorry for the glare there, but it says VF-1J/A Valkyrie Vermilion Squadron, meaning it could be built as the personal Valkyrie of the main character who flew with Vermilion Squadron in the show. In the background of the painting is the SDF-1 Macross starship itself. It's a complicated story. I don't want to go into too much detail, but I'll write up a bio and post it on E-Scale Models of just what exactly the story of Macross is. But like the box for the YF-19, it has a little bio here of about the details about the fighter, written in incredibly broken English. I can hardly decipher it. It's so bad. I'll copy it down and I'll post it on E-Scale as well for you to laugh at yourself. But like the other box, it's got some photos of the finished model on the side, along with statistics showing the size, dimensions, and whatnot. But it was built up here as the VF-1J. Other side shows, again, some screen caps from the show, as well as some text outlining the story, which is all written in Japanese, so of course I can't read it. Anyway, so instruction sheet has the same format as the YF-19. It's a black and white photoshopped photo of the model over a sky background. Has the same little bio as on the front of the box, the same broken English, and the rest of it's all written in Japanese, so I can't read it. Inside, it's again the same 4-page fold-out, double-sided. So not much else to say about that. First page, again, the same as the other one, has the breakdown of all the different runners, as well as callouts for the different paint colors. Unfortunately, what I just noticed as I was looking at it a second ago, the callouts aren't translated into English. It's just, you know, it says 1, 2, H1, H2 in Japanese. So there's no translation whatsoever. Fortunately, I did do a cross-check between the instructions for this and the YF-19, and most of the colors called out are the same, and it does have English translations. So that will make it a little bit easier. Anyway, construction itself, again, starts with the cockpit. Includes a pilot figure, molded very much the same as the YF-19. It's not the same figure, but it has very similar detailing. And then moving on, you assemble the nose cone, which is built as a separate part. I don't know if they're going to be doing different variants of the VF-1, but when they did the 72nd scale versions of the same fighter a few years ago, they made several different variants, including a 2-seater variant, a trainer, as well as a few electronic warfare variations and stuff that had different nose cone, essentially. So I'm assuming they're doing a separate nose cone for this for the same reason, so that they can swap out parts later on. Getting down to the bottom of the page, in the center here, is the two different heads. The main difference physically between the VF-1A and the VF-1J is the head. which functions in fighter mode as a laser turret mounted under the body. The A type has one laser cannon, while the J type has two. And then there's another variant, the S type, which has four. But that type was reserved for, I think, squad leaders and elite pilots. While the A type is for just anybody, and the J type is for pilots of significant ability who aren't quite ace pilots yet. So I don't really know where they draw the difference, but whatever. Also, the last little bit here is the gun pod. Not much to say about that. Just two parts with a nose cone and a handle. Anyway, getting over to the other side, we'll see. Get to the assembly of the main fuselage, which you'll see as you get into a little more detail, that the VF-1 was very, very heavily inspired by the F-14. It has, you know, the twin engines, dual vertical tails, vertical stabilizers, whatever, and a swing wing configuration. This has a gear mechanism built into the fuselage so that the wings can operate in unison. The tail mechanism you can get into here. In some configurations it's designed to flip up over the back for storage, but this model doesn't have that option. Getting into the next page is assembly of the arms, as well as the engines, which, like the YF-19, make up the legs in Batroid mode. Not a lot else to say. Very well detailed. Instructions seem to go to be fairly self-explanatory. Finally, the last page shows assembly of the landing gear and final assembly of the model itself. And then we have decal placement guides, and paint guides also, for the VF-1J and the VF-1A, which have slightly different coloration.